Quote Retreat by Sandor. One quote, one reflection, one thought that could bring a moment of light and energy to your day. Join me as we take a look at today's quote. The quote is by Vanniarachchy, born 1990. It reads, "The tears and fears of a father go unseen, his love unspoken, but his care and protection remain a steadfast rock in our lives." Let's take a moment together to explore the messages within this quote. Silent strength. It's one of humanity's most powerful forces, yet we rarely talk about it. Today we're exploring a quote that challenges everything we think we know about how love and protection show up in our lives.
That's such an intriguing way to look at it. What's the quote that sparked this insight?
It's from Vanniarachchy, who said, "The tears and fears of a father go unseen, his love unspoken, but his care and protection remain a steadfast rock in our lives." You know, what's fascinating is that she's this remarkable activist from Sri Lanka who's dedicated her life to women's rights and social justice.
That's really interesting. How does someone focused on women's empowerment come to write such a profound observation about fathers?
Well, that's what makes her work so unique. She understands that social progress isn't about diminishing one group to elevate another. It's about recognizing how different roles in society support each other. In her work with disadvantaged communities, she's seen how both visible and invisible forms of support create lasting change.
That makes me think about all the ways love and protection can manifest without ever being spoken aloud.
Exactly. And you know what's really compelling about her perspective? In Sri Lankan culture, there's this deep tradition of respecting elders and maintaining family harmony. She's found this beautiful way to bridge traditional values with modern emotional awareness.
So how do you think this understanding gives people courage in their daily lives?
It works on multiple levels. For fathers, it validates their silent struggles and sacrifices. For children, it helps decode these subtle expressions of love we might have missed. And for society as a whole, it's showing that strength isn't always about being loud or demonstrative.
That's really powerful. Like how my own father never said much at my graduations, but I'd always find him in the back of the room, just beaming with pride.
Yes. And what's particularly interesting about Vanniarachchy's approach is how she connects this to her broader work in education and social justice. She's observed that breaking cycles of poverty requires both bold initiatives and quiet, steady support. Just like how a father's silent strength can be as crucial as more visible forms of care.
That's such a fascinating parallel between family dynamics and social change.
And here's something else to consider. In her advocacy work, she's seen how communities transform when they recognize different forms of contribution. It's not just about the loud voices leading protests. It's also about those steady presences keeping things stable behind the scenes.
That really helps me understand why this message resonates across such different contexts.
You know what's really striking? She's giving people permission to see strength differently. Like maybe that father who never said, "I love you," was showing it every day through his actions. Working late hours, fixing things around the house, or just being there when needed.
That perspective could be really healing for people who've struggled with feeling disconnected from their families.
absolutely right. And it's not just about father-child relationships. This understanding can transform how we see all our relationships. Instead of demanding that people express care in the way we expect, we can learn to recognize and appreciate their unique ways of showing love.
That's such a valuable lesson for today's world, where we often expect immediate and obvious expressions of emotion.
And what's really powerful about Vanniarachchy's message is how it creates this bridge between generations and cultures. She's showing us that we can honor traditional ways of showing love while still growing in our emotional awareness.
That's really beautiful. Finding that balance between respecting the past and creating a more emotionally intelligent future.
You know what I think is the most courage-giving aspect of all this? It's the recognition that love and strength can look different than we expect. And that's okay. Sometimes the quietest presence can be the most powerful force in our lives.
That's such a hopeful message to end on. That sometimes the most profound expressions of love are the ones we have to look a little harder to see.
And maybe that's exactly what we need right now. The courage to look deeper, to understand better, and to appreciate the quiet strength that surrounds us every day.
With that, we conclude this exciting episode. If you enjoyed this episode, I'd appreciate a like and a comment. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. Your support truly helps this channel grow. See you again tomorrow. Yours, Sandor.